Welcome back, it's Melanie, She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout using all the fun Disney stuff that I have accumulated. I have it all in an iris container, and so I'm mixing and matching different collections. That yellow paper is, I'm not even sure what collection that's from. It's not one of the Simple Stories or the Echo Park collections that I have. It's a different brand, but it matches the color scheme perfectly. And I am scrap lifting myself. This layout there, I did that before and off camera, but the photos are so similar, and I am using a boarding pass as well again. So I decided, why not scrap lift the layout, at least kind of where the pictures are in the boarding pass, I guess. So I am actually going to be using these shaker bits. They are Mickey. I got them at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo last spring and could not wait to use them. At that point, we still didn't have a Disney trip planned, but I knew eventually we'd make it to Disney, and so I bought them anyways. So I am using this frame, and I think that might be from a Say Cheese Simple Stories. So I cut a piece of acetate just to kind of cover up the opening of that. And then I am using this very thin foam tape. I will link it down below. I got it off of Amazon, and I love it for these shaker pockets or kind of smaller cut files and whatnot. So I'm adding the tape. You have to make sure that the tape is kind of tight all the way around, that there's no gaps. These are bigger, so I don't think they would really escape, but with certain sequins, some of them are smaller and they would try to kind of get out of that opening. So now I'm just using a plain piece of paper to back it, but I was so excited to use these shaker bits. I'll try to remember, it might be Tall Mouse is where I got them from, but I'll look. It is the same place that I got all of my Disney dies as well. And again, didn't have a trip plan, but decided I would go crazy buying all the Disney dies. And I'm glad now that I did, because I haven't mentioned it on here yet. I decided I wanted to go back to Disney. My sister still has her annual pass, and my mom still has quite a bit of money left on a gift card. So we're going back in April. Just the three of us, just girls' weekend, and I can't wait. So there'll be lots and lots of Disney layouts coming. A lot of them off camera too. I don't want to bombard everybody with Disney, because that can get a little bit boring probably for some people. So there will be quite a few off camera. I did decide to bring in some of the black polka dotted paper. You can see I'm doing kind of a whole bunch of different stripes and strips. And then again, just kind of adding even more. I wanted to make sure I had enough to back a photo. So I just cut thin strips. I think these are 1/2 inch, and I just wanted to kind of separate maybe the pattern papers, I guess. Probably could have added another one in between that red and the kind of white polka dotted paper, but I don't. That probably was where it probably needed it the most, but that's okay. The majority of that is going to be covered up by my photos anyways. I probably could have also gotten away with not using the whole 12 by 12 sheet of paper, that yellow, and just kind of piecing together strips. But again, didn't really think I was going to add all of that black. I thought a little bit more of the yellow would show. So as the layout progresses, there's things that, if we were to do it again, we'd do differently, but it was too late to do that now. So it just works. And I have a whole iris container full of this color scheme, so I'm not at a loss for the yellow paper, I guess. So I actually did end up using his actual boarding pass, so it does have his name on it. I had to go back. My older sons had either my husband's or I's boarding passes, and so it's perforated. And so luckily I was able to rip off the perforated that had his name and then add that to his layout as well. So his actually has his name on it. Usually I'm able to log in on the app, but for whatever reason, the app was not working. And so we had to go to the counter and end up with physical boarding passes. And I'm so glad I did, because I was able to incorporate 3 out of the 4 of them in my layouts. I just think it's an extra kind of special addition to it, I guess. So I am going to add frames to the top. The yellow one is a frame, so I just wanted to add to it. So I layered the red one, added an airplane at the top. I did go ahead before I started the layout and kind of picked out the travel ephemera pieces so that I wasn't wasting time looking. I knew I wanted to incorporate as many as I could because I think this is the last travel one I have, although I am going back so I can use what I have left for that. So now just using kind of the clouds, and that clock says I think it's time for an adventure, and so I thought that was appropriate. Love the sunglasses and the suitcase at the bottom, and then that is like a postcard, and I thought I'd do my journaling down there, and then just kind of filling in bits and pieces. I have, like I said, so much. I have puffy, I have ephemera, I have stickers, these clear stickers, so just kind of seeing what I could use to fill in the empty spaces that I have. So a couple of stars and a phrase sticker is going to finish off the layout. I am finding I'm running out of the small stickers, the hearts, the stars. I've been kind of using them all in all of my Disney layouts so far. So I am running out of those. I'm going to have to find some in my stash that are the same color scheme, but that is going to finish off this layout. I hope you guys enjoyed this and enjoyed the shaker pocket there. It was so fun to make, but I hope you enjoyed. I don't think any of this is available, unfortunately, because it is quite an older collection. But if I could find something similar, I will link it down below for you. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.